Thank you, Father, for those words. The House will come to order. Please join Representative Lindsay in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Members, please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right.
Mr. Shebel, please call the roll.
Representatives Amabile, Bacon. Bacon is excused. Baisley, Benavides is excused. Burnett.
Here.
Bird. Bockenfeld. Basenecker. Bradfield. Caraveo. Caraveo is excused. Carver. Catlin. Cutter. Cutter's here. Doherty. Duran. Esgar. Exum. Froelich. She's here. Geithner. Geithner is excused. Gonzalez Gutierrez. Gray. Rep. Gray is excused. Hanks.
Here.
Herod. Herod's excused. Holtorf. Putin. Judah. Kennedy. Kip. Larson. Representative Larson. Excused. Lindsay. Lantine. Lantine here? Rep. Lantine. Hey. Luck. Lynch. McCluskey. McCormick. McKean. McLaughlin. Michelson Janae. Mullica. Neville.
Here.
Ortiz. Pelton.
Here.
Pico. Ransom. Rich. Ricks.
Present.
Roberts. Sandridge.
Here.
Sirota. Snyder. Soper.
Here.
Sullivan. Tipper. Representative Tipper is excused. Titone.
Here.
Valdez A. See. Hey. Valdez A is excused. Valdez D. Van Beber.
Here.
Van Winkle. Weissman. Will. Williams. Woodrow, Woog, Young, Mr. Speaker.
With 59 present and 6 excused, we have a quorum. Representative Lindsay.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Journal of Monday, February 28th, 2022 be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
Members, you have heard the motion that the journal be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. Wow, must be Tuesday. That was a good one. But the ayes still clearly have it, and the motion is approved. That brings us to announcements and introductions. Representative Michelson-Jeannet.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members of the Public and Behavioral Health and Human Services Committee, we are going to meet today upon adjournment, and we are hearing 3 bills, and those bills are House Bill 1247, House Bill 1213, House Bill 1212. So think about 10 minutes upon adjournment, and we'll begin.
Representative Weissman.
Thank you, and good morning, Mr. Speaker. Members, 2 announcements. House Judiciary Committee, we will meet 10 minutes after we recess here to hear 3 bills, House Bill 1257, Senate Bill 91, House Bill 1237. We will be in the Old State Library, the big room across the way, again on adjournment, not 1:30. Also, Mr. Speaker, I wanted to announce a guest in the House this morning. Mr. Frank Klochek has joined us up here. Did what we do. He was 22 years a legislator in the state of South Dakota and is visiting us here for a little bit.
It's wonderful. Welcome to the Colorado House. Thanks for your long record of service. Representative Froelich.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Transportation Local Government will meet across the street, LSBA, to hear 1242 and 1223.
Additional and Representative Froelich.
Upon adjournment, 10 minutes upon adjournment.
Additional announcements or introductions. The House will stand in just a brief recess. House will come back to order. The next order of business is third reading of bills, final passage. Mr. Sheeb will please read the title of House Bill 1022.
House Bill 1022 by Representatives Roberts and Esgar, also Senator Woodward and Henriksen, concerning modifications to administration of the Colorado State Fair and Industrial Exposition.
I was like, who? Who's sponsoring that? Majority Leader Esgar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That would be the new senator for Senate District 3 representing Pueblo. I move House Bill 1022 on third reading, final passage.
The question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1022 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no further discussion, Mr. Shebel, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. For those participating online, Representative Neville, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Neville votes yes. Representative Sandridge, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Sandridge votes yes. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Larson, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Larson votes yes. Representative Soper, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Soper votes yes. Representative Van Beber, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Van Beber votes yes. Representative Pelton, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Pelton votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Representative Burnett, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Burnett votes yes. Representative Titone, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Titone votes yes. Please close the machine. With 61 aye votes, 2 no votes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1022 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title to House Bill 1032.
House Bill 1032 by Representatives Bockenfeld and Doherty, also Senators Kirkmeyer and Bridges, concerning jury duty postponement for a student enrolled in an institution of higher education outside the state of Colorado.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move House Bill 1032 on third reading, final passage.
The question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1032 on third reading and final passage. Mr. Shebel, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Neville votes yes. Representative Sandridge, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Sandridge votes yes. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Larson, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Larson votes yes. Representative Soper, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Soper votes yes. Representative Van Beber, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Van Beber votes yes. Representative Pelton, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Pelton votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Representative Burnett, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Burnett votes yes. Representative Titone, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Titone votes yes. Please close the machine. With 62 aye votes, 1 no vote, and 2 excused, House Bill 1032 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Representative Titone, co-sponsor. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of Senate Bill 19.
Senate Bill 19 by Senator Winter, also Representative Woodrow, concerning access to automatically suppressed court records of eviction proceedings.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move Senate Bill 19 on third reading, final passage.
The question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 19 on third reading and final passage. Mr. Shebel, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Neville votes yes. Representative Sandridge, how do you vote? Unmute, please.
Yes.
Representative Sandridge votes yes. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Larson, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Larson votes yes. Representative Soper, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Soper votes no. Representative Van Beber, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Van Beber votes no. Representative Pelton, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Pelton votes no. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Representative Burnett, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Burnett votes yes. Representative Titone, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Titone votes yes. Please close the machine. With 49 aye votes, 14 no votes, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 19 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Representative Ricks, co-sponsor. Representative A. Valdez is here. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of Senate Bill 24.
Senate Bill 24 by Senators Fields and Cook, also Representatives Robertson and Sober, concerning changes to strengthen the crime of intimidating a witness.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move Senate Bill 24 on third reading, final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 24 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no further discussion, Mr. Shebel, please open the machine and members please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Neville votes yes. Representative Sandridge, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Sandridge votes yes. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Hanks votes yes. Representative Larson, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Larson votes yes. Representative Soper, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Soper votes yes. Representative Van Beber, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Van Beber votes yes. Representative Pelton, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Pelton votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Representative Burnett, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Burnett votes yes. Representative Titone, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Titone votes yes. Please close the machine. With 64 aye votes, 0 no votes, and 1 excuse, Senate Bill 24 is adopted. Co-sponsors. I think we need a consensus calendar. We need a consensus calendar like the Senate. Oh, co-sponsors, Representative Van Beber, Burnett, Ricks, Titone. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of House Bill 1162.
House Bill 1162 by Representatives Exum and Van Winkle, also Senators Zenzinger and Heisey, concerning authorization to use digital number plates in lieu of metal number plates on a vehicle.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move House Bill 1162 on third reading, final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1162 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no further discussion, Mr. Shebel, please open the machine and members please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Neville votes yes. Representative Sandridge, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Sandridge votes yes. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Larson, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Larson votes yes. Representative Soper, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Soper votes no. Representative Van Beber, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Van Beber votes no. Representative Pelton, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Pelton votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Representative Burnett, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Burnett votes yes. Representative Titone, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Titone votes yes. Please. Yeah, no problem. Please close the machine. With 59 aye votes, 6 no votes, and 0 excuse, House Bill 1162 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. That brings us to general order, second reading of bills. Representative Caravera. Members, you have heard the motion. Seeing no objection, Representative Caravella will take the chair.
The committee will come to order. With your unanimous consent, the bills will be read by title unless there is a request for reading a bill at length. Committee reports are printed and in your bill folders. Floor amendments will be shown on the screen and on your iPads. Bills will be laid over upon motion of the majority leader, and the coat rule is relaxed. Mr. Shebel, please read the title to House Bill 1228. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I ask that we stand in a brief recess.
The committee will stand in a brief recess. The committee will come back to order. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to proceed out of order for the immediate consideration of House Bill 1156.
We will proceed out of order for the consideration of House Bill 1156. Mr. Shebel, please read the title to House Bill 1156.
House Bill 1156 by Representatives Kennedy and Williams, also Senators Bridges and Gardner, concerning modification of reporting requirements affecting the disclosure of information of individuals seeking elected public office and in connection therewith, changing a campaign finance report deadline and clarifying a personal finance disclosure requirement.
Representative Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1156 and the committee report from State, Civic, Military, and Veterans Affairs.
To the committee report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. In the committee, we did a couple things to restructure the way the bill dealt with the personal financial disclosure component, as well as clarifying the obligations of political parties to make certain filings in off years when they are not active in politics. I ask for an aye vote.
Any further discussion on the committee report? Seeing none, the question before us is adoption of the State, Civic, Military, and Veteran Affairs Committee report. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The committee report passes. To the bill, Representative Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, this is a fairly simple bill. I know this is commonly said, but in this case, it's actually true. This is a bill to align certain dates and clarify certain requirements of candidates with their campaign finance filings.
Representative Williams.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'll make this brief, and I'll echo the remarks of my co-prime as well as the remarks I made during committee. This is a fairly simple bill that does make things easier for candidates and political parties who are involved, especially with the passage of the committee report. And I want to thank Chairman Kennedy for allowing me to be a part of it. I think this is some of the best work that we do down here when both parties can come together and make sure that our elections are run efficiently, smoothly, and fairly. So I ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, and members, it's getting a little bit loud already, so if you could please take your conversations to the side, that would be wonderful. Any further discussion on House Bill 1156? Representative Holtorf.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Esteemed colleagues, I know that many people think this is a benign bill and it's just putting more requirements on that are believed to be necessary. The question I have for the bill sponsors, as a state legislator who doesn't farm out all the reporting, who tries to keep his own books even though we were told, oh, that's a fool's lot, you need to hire somebody out. The first question I have is, why do we need more reporting requirements if Tracer is clear, transparent, and really reflects the contributions and the expenses quite clearly every quarter, every month as we approach election cycle, that timeline compresses. So why is it, and what was discovered in committee that I missed because I was not in that committee, that it can explain why we need further reporting requirements and these timelines?
Representative Williams.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Representative Holtorf. I wouldn't characterize it as having more requirements. Instead, it's actually streamlining the process, and if anything, it's helping to have candidates avoid having to file multiple disclosures. As, for example, in the bill, the practical effect is allowing for candidates to file one personal financial disclosure report a year, as opposed to the current system where If you're an incumbent especially, you have to file annually, and if you want to run for re-election, you also have to file an additional report. So it's just realigning timelines. It's making it easier, and there is no additional reporting, especially with the committee reports. With the passage of the committee report, there's also an easing of the burden for the political parties as well.
Further discussion on House Bill 1156. Seeing none, the question before us is adoption of House Bill 1156. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. House Bill 1156 is adopted. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to lay over House Bill 1228 until tomorrow, March 2nd. I'm sorry, Thursday, March 3rd.
House Bill 1228 will be laid over at the request of the Majority Leader. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to lay over the balance of the calendar at the request of all the bill sponsors until tomorrow, March 2nd.
The remainder of the calendar will be laid over at the request of multiple people. The committee will, Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move the committee rise and report.
Seeing no objection, the committee will rise and report.
House will come back to order. Mr. Shi will please read the report of the Committee of the Whole.
Mr. Speaker, your Committee of the Whole begs leave to report as under consideration the following attached bills, being the second reading thereof, and making the following recommendations thereon. House Bill 1156 as amended, passed on second reading, ordered engrossed and placed on the calendar for third reading and final passage. House Bill 1092, 1168, 1211 laid over until March 2nd, 2022. House Bill 1228 laid over until March 3rd, 2022.
Representative Caraveo. I'm not sure I heard the, I actually don't think I heard the motion. Representative Caraveo. Thank you very much, Representative Caraveo. That is a proper motion. Seeing no amendments at the desk, the question before us is the adoption of the report of the Committee of the Whole. Mr. Shi will please open the machine, and members please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Neville votes yes. Representative Sandridge, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Sandridge votes yes. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Hanks votes yes. Representative Van Beber, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Van Beber votes no. Representative Pelton, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Pelton votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Representative Burnett, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Burnett votes yes. Representative Titone, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Titone votes yes. And sorry, I skipped you. Representative Soper, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Soper votes no. Please close the machine. With 51 aye votes, 14 no votes, and 0 excused, the report of the Committee of the Whole is adopted. Announcements and introductions. Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, just a reminder, if you have a usual 1:30 p.m. committee meeting today, you are meeting upon adjournment. All of the chairs came down earlier and told you when and where, so just be prepared. We're doing this to make sure we can get out a little early today. Thank you.
Seeing no other announcements or introductions, Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until later today.